So I have somehow found myself building businesses for different occults with The Sims 4 businesses and hobbies. Like last week we built a mermaid hotel, I built an entire occult market and school with this pack, and this time I was thinking we could focus on another occult that has been completely forgotten about, and that is aliens. What if we built a completely functional arcade with an alien theme? I'm thinking we include like a secret testing basement, some portals where aliens can come through. At this point I really thought I would be done with businesses and hobbies, but like I can't stop, specifically with the occult stuff, so I guess here's another one for you. But before we get started today, this video is sponsored by Midas Merge. Midas Merge is a fun Merge 3 mobile game where you can discover and nurture adorable creatures and gardens, all while enjoying the magical fantasy world of Midas Merge. It's a free-to-play game that you can actually play offline with no ads and no interruptions. And it was even created by the same designers as The Sims 3 and The Sims 4. In Midas Merge, your goal is to help King Midas and Queen Laia restore the Gardens of Gold. You must illuminate the land cast in shadows by Nyx, the goddess of night. Their story runs deep, and there are so many mysteries and surprises to discover about their lore. Plus, you can combine different types of creatures, discover new abilities, and evolutions. I love this game because look how cute these little guys are. I have so many favorites, so let me know which creature is your favorite. And if you're among one of the first 100 people to download using my link or QR code, you can receive a unique level 2 U turtle. This super cute creature boosts your garden progress, and it will be personalized with my name. So download Midas Merge using the link in the description below or by scanning the QR code on screen. And thanks again to Midas Merge for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it. So I was trying to figure out where we would even build an alien arcade, and my first thought was Strangerville. I have always loved Strangerville. I feel like it's such an underrated world in The Sims 4. It's kind of like this old rundown military town. There's definitely weird things going on here. There's a secret lab in the corner. Might just be the perfect spot for a weird alien business. I like building up in this neighborhood, so we're gonna be building on this lot here. So before we actually build anything today, I want to make sure we register this lot as a small business. This is going to be called the Alien Arcade, and I want to make sure we set our business activities so we know what to include in the venue. So I'm going to add in play video games. This is going to be the primary activity that I want them to do, and I'm using this one because this includes everything. So arcade machines, gaming consoles, we can add like the gaming mats in there, computers, tablets, they'll be gaming in there. There is also just the option to play arcade machines, but then we're just going to be adding the same item in there over and over because we only have one machine. So we'll keep play video games, that'll cover everything. But then there's also the ghost skating option, and I think it would be really fun if we included a roller rink. We could make this into like a retro style arcade, and there can be the skating rink in the background. I'll add this one. Obviously, we have to use alien powers. Then there's the void critter battle stations. This is for child sims. Maybe we can add that in later. I was maybe planning on adding a bar though, so we'll see. I'll keep these 3, and then obviously we have to change our target customer criteria. We're going to change that to occults, but I'm not going to check this. I don't know how many aliens there are out there in the world, and I want to make sure people actually come to this venue, so I'm not going to make it required. We'll have like a mix of everyone and primarily aliens. So now that we're all registered, we can go ahead and build our shell, and I first want to make sure we can fit the roller rink in here. So I'm going to stretch this out. This is one of the bigger items in The Sims 4, and the rinks come with The Sims 4 seasons. So you could do like an ice rink. There are rustic rinks as well. We're going good old classic retro roller rink. I'm gonna extend this out a little more just because I know these arcade machines are also pretty big. These are unfortunately the only ones we currently have in The Sims 4. I really wish we had like pinball machines or just any other kind of arcade game. I feel like a pinball machine could have been a really cool item to unlock in that Blast from the Past event that we recently had, but it's fine because you know what? Instead, we unlocked cartons of milk. Anyway, now that we've got our spacing all figured out, I'm gonna go ahead and continue on building out our shell. We can bring this side part out a little. I do also want to build a top floor just to make sure we have enough room for bathrooms and extra games if we want, and we will be including a basement on this lot. I think the basement is where I'll put all the portals and stuff. So now that we've got our shell, I've raised it up on a platform. Let's go ahead and roof it. I want to go for a retro diner style on the outside, so we're going to be using this flat round flooring piece, and I'm going to place that that on here, so we're gonna have one tile of an edge leaning off. This is gonna be kind of hard to tell where the roofing I'm placing is and where it isn't, so I'm just gonna change the flooring for now so you can see what I'm doing. So making sure the grid is on, I'm just gonna copy and paste this and bring it over. We're adding those round pieces on every edge, and then once we've got it on every edge, I'm just gonna extend it so that flooring is connected. I'll do the same thing right here. I guess I'll change this to the flooring that I'll actually use, which is just like some concrete. And then once we've got that flooring on top, we can click in the middle and raise this platform up. We'll add some platform paint, and that's gonna be layer 1 of our roofing. I have to do the same thing on the bottom floor, which is gonna be a little trickier just because there are a lot more edges and angles that I have to work with, but I'm just gonna keep adjusting until there's like a 1 tile hang off. We're gonna raise that platform up again, and then I'm just gonna add the same platform paint on there, and this is gonna be our roofing for now. We're gonna add details on the roof and everything so it's not as flat up top, but doing it this way kind of gives the illusion that we're using round walls when we aren't, because they suck. Next, I'm gonna go in with some wallpaper. I want to use something darker because later when we use all of the neon, it's gonna pop against the dark wallpaper. So let's start our neon journey, and I say journey because this is gonna take so long to do. The first part is easy. I'm using this fence and railing from Get Famous. These actually glow at nighttime, so makes my life a lot easier. And next we're gonna find these strip lights from High School Years. If you guys saw the video that I did a while ago, where we used random occults and aesthetics to build a house, and on the outside it was like a cyberpunk nature vibe. We used a ton of these RGB lights, and they took so long, but they looked really good when they were done. So all I'm gonna do right now is just go around this entire thing, following these on the grid. Just one straight line going around the entire building. I'm not gonna worry too much about these corners because I'm gonna cover that up anyway with columns. So just getting these completely around, and then I'm gonna start doing it on the top floor as well. So I have them all the way around the building, and now I'm gonna come into live mode, and we're gonna go ahead and set the color and intensity, and we're gonna click on this room. When you're outside, clicking on this room will make it just apply to every light outside, and I'm gonna pick pink for the first layer. But then, and this is where it's gonna start taking forever, I could go around and attach them to the grid again like this. And actually, to save a little time, I think I might do that. But then I'm also gonna go in between, and we're gonna be placing an entire row in the middle, which means I'm gonna have to alt place these because they're not gonna be connected to the grid. And you can see how long it's taking me to place literally 2 of them. We're gonna do this around the entire building on the first and the second floor as well. I feel like it just looks better when it has this tight sort of like pattern going on, as opposed to when they're really spread out. And I'm not gonna make you watch this entire thing because this is gonna get so frustrating. So let me place all these lights, and then I will show you when I'm done. Okay, so all of our lights have been placed. Now on the corners, I'm going in with these pillars, and these are from City Living. They also just come glowing as is, so you can change up the colors here. But I also have this part at the front where I can't add columns on there, because if I do, I can't lower it any shorter than that, and I don't want them to just be sticking up. So I'm just gonna go for a little hunt through debug and see if I can find something that I can use to cover it, like this or this item. Like base game will just have random sticks and things you can build with. I like these actually. I'm gonna try and use these just on the edges. I've also brought out this little half wall space so I could stick a sign in there. I don't really know what we're gonna use yet, but I just wanted to leave that part forward from the roof. Okay, let's go in with windows and doors. And I was thinking we could try and use these from Businesses and Hobbies. I want them to be pretty transparent so we can see the arcade games from the outside. I'm also gonna add a few of them here in the back. Then I might add in some of these base game windows going along the top. And for the door, I want to use this one from Businesses and Hobbies. So now we have all our windows and doors placed, and I also added some flooring and wallpaper just in this room so that when we look through, it's gonna give us the full effect. But let's start trying to find some things we can add for our roof. We've got a few alien objects. One of them I was thinking about was this lamp from Strangerville. It's literally shaped like a UFO. I was thinking about sizing this up and then raising it up, and then it would kind of be like it's going to be abducting the entire venue, but I don't know if that would look weird, especially because there's just like the handle from the top just hanging down. Yeah, that looks a little bit strange. I am going to be using these though. Maybe we can place one right by the front door. We could come on the gallery and try and see if there's some sort of like alien art we could use. Perfect plants. What are these? Hold on, side mission. We're downloading this. Whoa, wait. These are so cool. I don't think I've ever found these in debug before. And there's like these little alien shrubs too. Okay, that's kind of cool. We'll maybe come back to the alien plants. But wait, what if we added a literal UFO on top of this building? You can download this with just base game, by the way. This must be a debug item that this person has just found and uploaded. Oh my gosh. Let's get rid of this fake UFO. Why use that one when we can use the real deal? Oh my gosh, this is a questionable decision, of course, but let's see how this would look abducting our building. You guys, I think I'm gonna do it. We could literally add a disco ball. Wait, where is it? We could add a disco ball directly underneath it and change the color of that to like green or something. And then it's gonna look like this alien UFO is just abducting us. And the disco ball is right there. I'm gonna actually grab that and raise it up. So it's gonna be hiding in the UFO, as funny as that dangling there is. We also have these orb lamps from my wedding stories. I've used these as planets before. So I was thinking it could be cool if they were like encircling our build somehow, and then we can change the color of some of them. I might put some over here too, and maybe also along the back. What else do we have for neon? Ooh, we've got the neon gamer sign. This is sort of fitting because it is an arcade. This comes with the Sims 4 comfy gamer kit. See, we could just put it right here at the front like that. There's also a little bit of room to put them over on the side. I also don't mind it over there like that though. But for the sign, I was looking at inspo for old theaters, specifically in like a neon art deco style, and I came across some of these pictures. They all have these super done up, really neon bright signage pieces to them. And some of them reminded me of this neon mirror, which I'm wondering if we could size this up, maybe change the color of it, and then place a couple of them like beside it or going on the inside. And then it sort of looks like those art deco pieces that I was talking about. Like, what if we did 3 of them? We'll change these here though to green. I don't like how you can see the little mirror there, and you can sort of see the bar coming through. So I'm gonna grab a table from Dine Out and we're just gonna place this inside here. We'll size it up and cover all of the mirrors that are on the bottom. We might be getting somewhere with this. I was also gonna go ahead and grab a decor to the max wall decor piece. I've used this before, and I know that when you size it up, it'll just turn into like a black space, and we could use this to put a different sign on there as well. If I raise this up and maybe put it behind, then I might be able to add something back there. I'm only trying this out because I know the Party Essentials kit also has a neon sign, and there are some really fun swatches in here, but one of them is a UFO. Can we size this up? No, that would be perfect. Okay, it's fine, but I was thinking if we just add this onto the sign in the back, then you can see the alien sign. Maybe we need to get rid of one of these mirrors. Okay, I changed some of the lighting around and added a few more details going on the roof, and here's what it's looking like. This is how it's looking at night. I feel like this looks really cool. Yes, it is extra, but it is an alien arcade, okay? It looks so cool from the road too. The final thing out front I wanted to do is just build a little parking lot, and we're gonna use these illumination lights from Spa Day just to create the lines for the parking lot. These also light up at night, so that's gonna match our theme. I want to make sure we're leaving enough space for these. Let's see, let's find a debug car. Perfect. And yeah, I think I'll just add a few here. So we've got our cars. I like adding parking lots even though they're unnecessary in this game, but it makes a venue specifically feel more alive. I'm also adding a garden over here, and I just wanted to attach some terrain paint. This lot has some gravel that just like comes up off of it, so we're just gonna add a little bit onto that. We can also match the landscaping around by adding rocks around the landscaping. And since we are in Strangerville, I will be using their debug landscaping. Strangerville seriously has some of the best because it's just all like cactus landscaping. So I'll be sizing some of these up, but then I was also thinking we could combine some of the Strangerville landscaping with some of the mushrooms from Get to Work. The mushrooms are actually what you'll find if you go to the alien world of Sixum in The Sims 4. So having them here, hopefully our aliens will feel right at home. Okay, our venue from the front is pretty much all complete. I added a little more landscaping around. I also went over here and added some vending machines along with another neon sign. We've got an open sign over here. We've also got this open for business sign at the front. It is so over the top, but I love it. I love all the color. I wanted to just quickly go around and do the back because I have a little bit of space here. We can make a back patio, and I had an idea we could try with these lights again. So when I size these up, I was thinking it kind of looks like an umbrella. So what if we grabbed the umbrella tables, like just these base game ones, and then we attach them? It has to be directly underneath, but then we could have these little alien UFO tables outside. I would just have to find something to use for the top part to like attach it. So maybe we move these onto the patio, and I'll add a few of them, just like as spaced out as we can get them. And then we can maybe add an overhang so that these will actually be attaching onto something. So for this, I think I'm just going to use a basic simple fence from base game, and we'll just make our own pergola out here. So you can make whatever pattern you like. I'm just going to go with like a grid pattern for now, I guess. And then you take the hammer tool and just delete all of the flooring pieces in between. I'm going to also just add a back door right here. So now we've got a little bit of a patio, and we could also add these retro speakers outside. These are from Strangerville. I'll add some chairs outside. And then the final thing I was thinking for out here was just making a little section. This can be like a seating area, but obviously we need to include an observatory. So I'll add that out here. Maybe we can just add a couple telescopes as well. We can also just add some casual outdoor seating out here. And with everything all complete, this is what our back area looks like. I changed the lighting on some of those UFO lights, so we've got the pink and green theme happening. I added a little pathway coming from the observatory. I also added these rocket lamps on the tables, and I found these plants from Journey to Batu, which I think look really cool here, and I feel like we'll use these on the inside too. So our alien arcade is all complete from the outside, and now we're ready to go inside. The good thing here is that we've already got some of it laid out, but we're gonna have to figure out where to put our stairs. I might be able to press them right against this part of the rink because Sims enter on these sides, so right here, that shouldn't be a worry. Obviously, we're gonna test all of this out later as well. I'm also bringing that neon fence with me, so this will lead upstairs, but then I did also want to build a basement. So we're gonna grab the basement tool. I don't want this to be too big. I'm just gonna build a room like this, and then we can add the stairs leading down like that. I think I'll add my portals down there, but like this room is not going to be a secret. This is gonna be a widely known alien bar. I do want to bring some of the elements from the outside in though, and I fear that may mean we have to add more of the neon lights. So I'm gonna go in and add these columns for now, and then I'm gonna again start by just going around on the grid first. Then just like last time, I'll change all of these to pink, and I think I'll only do 2 layers this time. I won't go around a third time. I'll just do like green and pink neon lights going around the top and bottom floors. Okay, so there it is going around. I've also added more of these disco balls in here just because they're so fun in live mode. Oh, and while I'm in live mode, by the way, another thing we can do is customize the rink. So you can set the music to whatever you want. I'm not going to turn this on right now, but I want to set it to like electronica. You can obviously set the lighting, but they have party lights. So you can come on here and pick the kind that you want. There are like hearts. Let's turn them on and see what happens. Oh my gosh, see, they have the little hearts in there. How cute is that? There are also party lights, twinkles. What are the twinkles? Oh, they're like little stars. That's so cute. This is gonna match our theme perfectly. Oh, and you can set effects. I've never actually done this, by the way. And there are stars. You could add sparkles, snowflakes if you were doing an outdoor lot. Let me add the stars and see what happens. Oh my goodness, how fun. And we've got our first sim playing the arcade game. We're not even done. Next, I was thinking about adding a bar. So I'm adding this one from Get Famous. You can change up the color of it depending on what we want. Since Get to Work is the alien pack, I feel like I'm gonna be using this a lot. And what if we put these behind the bar? These are actually like test tubes, and they can have aliens and stuff like actually in here. But what if they're using that as a joke? This is where you get our juice. We'll add in our bar stools, but then since it is an arcade, I was thinking about adding some prizes here. Like we could add some big stuffed animals on the wall or something. We could use some of these shelves. These are from the Comfy Gamer kit, and we can just raise some of the stuffies on here. I think I'm gonna purposely try and use like the weirder ones. And actually, I think the Comfy Gamer kit had some stuff we could add here too. Like maybe you can win some controllers, some old video games could be fun on display too. And then there's also the rocket ship alarm clocks. There's actually a lot of alien and like space inspired things in this kit. Oh, there's also these alien lamps. We could use these in here. Some of them have actual aliens in them. Oh, before I forget, we still need those ticket kiosks. This way Sims can actually pay the entrance fee to get in here. And then maybe we can put the UFO thing above this again. So far, this is super fun. I'm also gonna add this rug. This is from Get Together. So we'll have that right when you walk in. Oh, and I was thinking we could add a curtain. I'm using these blinds. These are from My First Pet Stuff. And then I've got a little space right here. What if we add bar seating or like lounge seating? Ooh, the inflatables could be fun. I don't want them to get too much in the way, so I'll just maybe add a couple couches, and we'll add some chairs to match, but I'm just gonna try and angle them. This is gonna be a hot area right here, so I don't want to have too much interruption. I could also add some seating right here. I'm adding in some more of our Journey to Batu plants. I also really wanted to have a trash can nearby. I'm gonna also add some of these decals from bowling night, but honestly, I feel like there's already a lot happening up here, so I might just leave this floor as it is. But then coming upstairs, I still have to place all of my lights, but I think we could do bathrooms here. I'm gonna use this sign specifically because it's kind of mysterious. The sign is meant to be a toilet. I was hoping there could be like an alien on the door, but so instead of the people, it's just gonna be 2 toilets. I'll change the flooring in this room to tile. Like this one from base game is actually nice. And then if we bring this forward, I think I could fit stalls. I like these new ones from Businesses and Hobbies. They're just so big that I haven't used them yet, but I think here might be the time to do it. Then we just need some sinks on this side, and we can add some big glowing mirrors from Get Famous. And since they are public washrooms, I like adding paper towel and hand soap. I might also just stick a trash can right here, and there we have our bathrooms. And then I still wanted to add some other gaming activities, so I want to use these game mats. Sims love these. Seriously, if you place these on your lot, they will stay on them all day. But instead of just leaving them in the open, what I've been doing lately is actually enclosing them in a room. And then I just like to add a glass door and then also maybe just some mirrors behind. I feel like it looks cool too that these are different colors. So we've got our gaming mats. I might actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I may have to charge our Sims hourly to be here. Cause like, okay, if you think about an arcade, you're literally paying to play. So if Sims keep staying here for hours, then theoretically they're gonna be spending money. This is the last time I will ever be using these lights. I'm just kidding, but like actually. All right, all of the neon lights have been added. I wanted to add a few TVs in here. They would probably just be on like most of the time. Sims could watch them. For this spot, I'm gonna use these tables from Tiny Living. We're gonna have our alien lamp centerpiece. And then I feel like maybe we just add a couple more arcade machines. I don't really want to block those windows. So I guess we could just move some of them over so they're not blocked. Actually, better solution so we don't have to change anything is to just have them facing each other like that. And then actually I was thinking, what if we added some tables under these? And then if I add some consoles, I'm pretty sure Sims could play with them on these TVs that are up. So they could do like a group game night on these TVs. So we could add another one on this side. I'm adding these sculptures as decor from Dream Home Decorator. There are a couple more Strangerville posters we can add. Oh, there's also these like gaming flags we could toss in from Get Together. So this can be our top floor. We've got the console gaming they can have. They have the gaming mats. Why is there a table floating out here? We've got the arcade machines. We have bathrooms. Now all we have to do is go down and create the portals. So coming down into the basement, we have to find this item here, the Electroflux wormhole generator. I'm gonna place a few of these down, but we're not gonna be able to just use these as they are. We're actually gonna have to get a sim to come and upgrade it so that they can create the portal to Sixum, the alien world. So I'm gonna just extend this for a minute, and then we need to find this item here, the Invention Constructor. This is also from Get to Work. Then we have to place these inside the constructor, and I'm gonna have to get my sim to come here and upgrade it. To do that, you have to be level 10 of the scientist career, which I've already cheated. So now she should be able to come down here and upgrade all of these. I'm gonna do it one by one. So she's just upgrading these away and she's done. Then we can take it out and we can see now this one has the option to travel to the alien world. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that with all of these. So now all of these are ready to travel to the alien world. The final thing I wanted to build, I did say I wanted to do like a little testing lab or something. So I'm just building an extra room and we're gonna switch this over. So this will be employees only. Then I'll move this in there for now, but I wanted to make this room smaller. It doesn't have to be anything crazy other than the fact that it's literally an alien portal room. And then I'm gonna add this door. This door actually says no aliens allowed. The audacity in a place like this. It's from Strangerville. I'm gonna add that here. And then this room can just be super sus. Like we can add a couple of the alien computers, some office chairs. We can also add in some like science equipment and some actual test tubes. Imagine this entire time this place is a trap. It's like, yeah, alien arcade bar, come on in. But the employees are actually testing on aliens. This just got so dark so quick. But there we go. We've got an alien testing facility, employees only, right next to a literal alien portal room. And upstairs is just a vibin' alien arcade. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the business. I mostly just want to see someone go skating on this rink. Also love how it looks with the arcade games going. It looks so cool with those out front. This place is so cool. Where do we think she's gonna go first? Oh, out the door. No. Why is everyone that shows up to my business always stinky? Okay, no, she's going skating and she's over it. All right, Travis Scott stepping up. How fun. I love that we've got the little retro roller rink in here too. It's also really fun because you don't really know who is an alien until they expose themselves, which they probably will since I said to use alien powers. So any of these people here could be aliens. It's definitely her. To wear that outfit, you have got to be from space. Yes, we've got Sims using the arcade games too. My Sim is up here playing Blick Block. I actually realized there's also a use telescope activity you can add, so I'm wondering if Sims using the telescopes will increase the actual alien abductions that happen here. Yes, I love seeing the Sims using the arcade. This is so fun. I totally forgot that multiple people can play on the same game too. Oh, and Alice is up here playing the console game. She's standing up though, so I wonder if they can't play on these bar seats. So maybe I'll change these up here to actual lounge seats instead. Yeah, they're all just like standing and playing. I'm definitely gonna have to replace these. I've never seen Sims stand and play though. It's kind of funny. And not only are Sims playing themselves, but they're actually watching other Sims play. This place looks so fun. I want to go here in real life. We do have people out here using the telescopes as well. I've got someone else using the observatory too. This girl too, alien. All of the townies that are just wearing random clothes, aliens. Oh wait, this is the same girl as before. Bella, no, you are not safe here. Well, that has been us building an alien arcade in The Sims 4. I hope you guys like this video. I promise I will build something other than a business soon. But if you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks again to Midas Merge for sponsoring this video. And again, you can download Midas Merge for free by using the link in the description or by scanning the QR code on screen. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.